Eat fat, get fat has been the conventional wisdom guiding American diets for the past 2 decades. Yet more and more research suggests that thinking is dangerously misguided. Fat consumption does not cause weight gain. To the contrary, it might actually help us shed a few pounds. Isn't that amazing? Hey everyone, this is Rick here from healthybodiesandminds.com. Hope you all are staying healthy and sane. Let's jump into today's video after the short intro. Well, yes, fat consumption does not cause weight gain. To the contrary, it might actually help you lose a few pounds. That means that foods like buttery avocados, rich salmon, and savory nuts should have a place in your diet. If you banned them as part of the low-fat dieting craze of the 90s, it's time to bring them back. The evidence lies in the studies that have compared people on low-fat, high-carb diets with people on low-carb, high-fat diets. Time and again, the research reveals that people who restrict their intake of fatty foods do not lose weight or gain other health benefits. In contrast, people who eat diets high in fat but low in refined carbohydrates like white bread and white rice tend to lose weight and see other health benefits as well. To doctors and dietitians, these findings suggest that the real villain when it comes to weight gain isn't fat, but rather added sugar and refined carbs that get quickly broken down into sugar. Let's try to understand the problem in a little bit more detail. Eating fat is not the same as becoming fat. Part of the reason people get confused and think that the fat they eat makes their body store fat is because we use the terms interchangeably to describe both body fat and dietary fat. Body fat is actually adipose tissue. The fat that is stored by our bodies is more accurately called adipose tissue. Adipose tissue stores are made up of primary adipocytes or fat cells and are responsible, among other things, with storing excess energy for times when you are not able to give your body the energy it needs in a given day. Body fat or adipose tissue is essential for survival. Anyone with a body fat percentage of 0% would not be alive. When you cut your body fat level down to what's called your essential fat, the fat needed to maintain a healthy and functioning body, complications arise. Take the example of bodybuilders who, in a sense, could be defined as professional body fat cutters. When bodybuilders get into competitive shape, they try to lose as much body fat as possible in order to achieve more muscle definition. Often, this can lead to some health complications that they don't frequently advertise. Dietary fat means macronutrient. The fat you eat is dietary fat and is one of the 3 essential macronutrients your body can get energy from. When we talk about calories, we are actually talking about some combination of 3 macronutrients: carbohydrates, proteins, and fat. Would you believe that people actually used to eat more fat than they do now? At the time, obesity rates were much lower. It's true, they did. And it's true, obesity rates used to be much lower. So, if increased fat isn't making you fat, what is? Well, too many calories, probably from carbs. Eating more calories than your body uses and needs in a day causes you to gain weight, and Americans continue to eat more and more calories with each passing year. According to the USDA, from 1970 to 2000, the total number of daily calories that Americans ate increased by 530 calories, an increase of 24.5%. During the same time period, the percentage of Americans categorized as obese increased dramatically. So what happened? Americans started to eat more calories. This is surprising when you consider that carbohydrates contain less than half the calories than fat, gram for gram. Shouldn't shifting away from fats and towards carbs just reduce overall caloric intake, just by simple math? It doesn't work that way if you just eat more carbohydrates. You see, consumption of a high carbohydrate diet can trigger something called reactive hypoglycemia. This is a condition experienced by people who do not have diabetes and are otherwise healthy. Among its symptoms is a feeling of hunger. Guess what's the best way to make that hunger go away? Eat more carbs. Your body will be craving them. And since carbs are supposed to be the largest macronutrient source anyway, most people don't think twice before having a snack that is consisted of bread, rice, or something else carb heavy. So, are low-fat options bad? Remember, it's not the fat itself that's making you fat. It's the extra calories that you don't need that makes you fat. While it's very easy to eat extra calories on a carbohydrate-based diet, it is also very easy to add on extra calories from a fat diet. At 9 calories fat is the most calorie dense macronutrient by far. This means that if you are looking to lose fat, the low fat options are still fine choices, not because of their low fat content, mind you, but because of their lower calorific content. The fat isn't making you fat due to being just fat. It's the extra calories from fat, as well as all the macronutrients, that is causing you to gain weight. What this means is if you're responsible with your diet, you can choose foods that contain fat guilt free. You just need to be smart about your caloric intake throughout the entire day. That's all for now, folks. I'll catch a healthier you again in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments if today's topic did bust some myths for you.